It's time for boys and men to shed their pussy and wake the fuck up. You two incels, passport bros, and men going their own way. You are also part of the problem, so sit down, listen up, and get educated. First things first. Communists don't believe in private property, religion, or the nuclear family. Since the late 1800s in America, there has been an active war on families and the expansion of the government. Do you not understand why there is a 50% divorce rate, a $33 trillion debt, a failing education system, the popularity of OnlyFans girls, and a political divide not seen since the Civil War? Let me ask you this. Do you know why it was so easy for a family of four to live off of one income in the 50s and 60s? Then suddenly inflation skyrocketed, crime increased, drugs infiltrated our society, and we entered the mass incarceration era, spending billions of dollars each year removing fathers from the home and incarcerating those who fought back? Communist government officials started the Orwellian war on poverty in the 1960s, which not only caused more poverty, but incentivized women to trade in their husbands, the father of their children, for their government daddy, who paid them just enough to live. Just enough so they wouldn't have to work a normal 9-to-5 job. They got to stay home on their happy ass watching soap operas and sleeping with other men to get more government handouts. Many women started using childbirth as a career option, funded by the federal government. Men were no longer needed as fathers, but still obligated to pay money to their baby mama and support themselves, otherwise face the threat of incarceration. Let's look at the statistics. We have known since the 1966 Coleman Report that single motherhood was the leading cause of childhood delinquency, behavioral problems, teen pregnancy, poor academic achievement, and drug use. We have known that mothers are 60% more likely to abuse their own child by themselves, and when a new boyfriend or husband is introduced, the abuse increases to over 70% compared to the biological father, roughly at 9% of the time. Mothers are overwhelmingly more likely to kill their child under the age of 7, and 85% of all of those who are incarcerated come from single mother-led homes. Yet mothers are preferred as custodial parents, winning custody in 85 to 90% of all contested custody battles. Oh, and another fact, women are 66% less likely to go to prison, let alone face criminal charges. Prosecutors frequently look the other way due to political agenda. Government has the statistics that I have discussed. Feminist organizations continue to actively lobby and pay off the family court judges and influence court cases. It's absolutely evil, and men are getting brutalized in court. And I want you to think about this. If you are 30, have been working for 12 years paying into the Social Security system, your suicide means they don't have to pay for your retirement. Essentially, men have become disposable for the communist agenda. When I was taking sociology classes in university, I made a connection that I asked my feminist professor about. I said, it would appear that the more problems there are in society, the more need for government, and the more transfer of power between the poor and the rich, meaning the poor have to rely on government to solve the problem. Her response was, I'm glad you understand that. This is our goal. Conflict is a good thing. This frustrated me. If life is to be seen as precious, men and fathers cannot be seen as disposable, just thrown away when serving their purpose. Please like, subscribe, and share to support the Father Matrix and our fight to restore the nuclear family and defeat communism.